While we wait for your shop to be verified, there are some additional tabs you'll want to check out on Beyond Me. One is Add Products. This is where you'll load your goods and services that you want to make available to buy on Beyond Me. As you load your inventory, they will fall into 3 different categories. Active, meaning they're turned on to the Beyond Main website. Inactive, meaning they might be paused or they need additional information attached to them before they can go live. Or rejected. Rejected is very rare. However, there are certain categories that Beyond Meat prohibits the sale of. These are things like firearms, tobacco, and so on, or any other highly regulated industry. Next, you'll want to add your products. So you'll click the little plus sign for add a product, and there's really 2 different ways you can input inventory or list goods and services. One is manually, and the other is through a UPC manufacturer barcode lookup. If you have products that have manufacturer barcodes or EAN or ISBN numbers, you can try putting your cursor in this box, scanning the ISBN number or UPC code, or typing it in, and about 75 to 80% of the time our database will recall the information and find it and input any attached data associated with that into the mix. If you're needing to input items manually, you can also do that. The system walks you through a number of steps that you just have to complete in order to create it. So right now we're going to set up a gift card item. So we're going to give our name, our item its name of gift card. We're going to pick the category that might most closely assign to it. We're going to select tags. Tags are things that allow customers to kind of filter by the shopping experience on Beyond Main, and different ones will show up for different categories, so just keep that in mind. Picking a brand, there are several preloaded brands in Beyond Main. If you find the one that you want to attach, please add it. If you do not want to elect a brand to be attached, you can select the very first drop-down box, and that will leave this field blank. If you need brands added to the Beyond Main database, please send us a notice or either a support ticket letting us know the brand's correct spelling and how you want them listed, and we will add them for you to assign to your products. The variation name can be set up in a number of different ways. For gift cards, I recommend doing them by value. So for instance, let's say we'll start these at $100 or $25, and we're going to set them at 100 quantity just so we don't have to adjust the quantity on hand frequently. And the price is $25, and I clicked the little check mark, and now I can add another variation level. So let's do $50, and same thing. We'll add 50, and then I want to do a $75 increment card. And we'll do 100. You can add as many variations as you need to against products, as well as attach a number of different pictures to each variation. Once I've entered all of these fields for manual entry, I click Create. And it now takes me to our next screen for data input. I'm going to add a photo so that each item has a photo associated with it. Our standard size imagery is a 4x4. So think of it like a social size picture. Those are the ones that tend to transfer the best. You can add additional photos, as many as you would need against products, as well as different photos per variation. Okay. So once you have your photos set, if you need to make any adjustments to these variations, you can click on each variation and go in and edit the information that's there. You can add a UPC number if you need to, your brand style ID or SKU number. If you had other multiple locations, they would be listed here for you to turn them on and adjust the quantities. This button here turns off the photos for each variation. So if I wanted to attach different photos for each variation, I can do that. So let's go in and I will show you. There we go. And so on and so forth. And you can add more. Next, I'm going to give my item a description. Give the gift of local shopping. I can also put any details in here. Once purchase is made, our shop will notify you to pick up or distribute your gift card. And I update it. If I need to turn off tax, I can turn off the tax button if it's a non-taxable good. And let's go ahead and attach the other variations. Great. And we're going to turn this item on. And now we're going to go back to our products section and we're going to see that listed as active. If I needed for some reason to turn this item off and I did not want it listed on Beyond Mean any longer or temporarily, I just turn the button off and you'll find that it's now moved over into my inactive tab. As you begin to add inventory, you'll start to see that you have a running list located here. And so this is just kind of your quick inventory stock count alerts. As things begin to get low, you'll be notified and you can set max and min limits there. So again, there's two different ways you can add products, either via UPC, barcode lookup, or a manual entry.